of all ages. Welcome back to another fun-filled episode of the Blerd Assassin Podcast. Rob,
Stelio.
we're here for the mid-January report. It's been some would say tumultuous. Tumultuous? Is that how it's said?
Tumultuous, yeah.
Tumultuous
That's a
year.
word.
It is a word.
That's how we do. Good words.
And some would say it's been calm compared to the years of the past. We're dealing with a brand new year. We have great expectations for this year. People are still fighting through those New Year's resolutions, trying to bring those to fruition. And yeah,
This is the first year I didn't really see the gym crowded. I guess because of people use COVID as an excuse this year. Usually you got 75 fatties sitting like there and work out for about 12 days. It makes the gym real uncomfortable for as I said, about the first 2 weeks.
what I've seen are the people who were there in the tail end of the third quarter at the very least, and the last end of the tail end of the 2021. Those are the people that are still showing up in the gym, with those New Year's resolutions. So props to everybody.
Yeah, I don't have no problem with fatties going to the gym. That's where you should be. But I'm saying, cut it out when you know you really ain't gonna do it. Like, stop. Don't use the fly machine. 'Cause that's what I like. Like, don't do that.
Well, I think people
Get
fall
a treadmill.
short. Get a treadmill. I mean, get an elliptical. It's better for your knees and it takes up less space. But I don't care if you're fat, skinny, in shape, you have a great metabolism, so you don't have to work out. I think what falls short of society is people don't understand. It's about routine. And once you get in the routine of something, 2 to 3 weeks of regularly doing something at the pace that you intend to start out with, and keep it, it's generally a little easier to keep up with. So hopefully, with those New Year's resolutions, you're keeping up with them and keeping up with your routine, whether you're fat, skinny, in shape.
Sorry, fatties. I shouldn't even said that. Nothing wrong being fat. Fat shame. My bad. I got a little gut too. It's been 4 months.
Yeah, we're all fat, bro.
Yeah.
Like I didn't used to be 2+. I am 2+ right now, and it's I think it looks good on camera, But I was a 155er, y'all, at one point in time. That's where the bread and butter. I won't ever get there, but I would like to get close to that. But we all strive to be our better self, and that's visual. So, or maybe it's more mental, wherever that is. Again, with the New Year's resolution, hopefully you're keeping that pursuit up. One of our New Year's resolutions was to keep this show going and provide a little bit more.
What happened to that?
I think that one went dead.
Oh man.
Welcome back to everybody from Anchor. Sorry y'all dropped off for that second, but we're still here. Still working through the technical difficulties of multifaceted outlets that we're attempting to promote our show, The Blerd Assassin, through. Like and subscribe or support any way that you can, hopefully for free. We don't want to tell y'all to pay a penny to watch this show at this point. Now, if you would like to donate, we'll eventually come up with some sort of format for that. We do have a cash app. Don't give it out. Don't give it out because they will trick.
I don't have a fucking cash.
Not right. I do, but I'm not gonna put it on the
That's
main.
a song that my son is gonna be playing. Got cash app.
We'll eventually get there. Hit that like and subscribe. Support any way you can for free through the app that hopefully you're not already paying through, because I support
Yeah, I don't have any of that.
pirates.
1900s.
Now, this is, as stated, hopefully before the beginning of 2022, another year, where hopefully, everybody is looking forward to being more successful. We've made it through a pandemic, seen the world at its lowest within the past decade. We're trying to move forward with this little decade that we've been gifted. A lot of people have not made it. The year started off with a lot of deaths. We're only the third weekend, and we lost Sidney Poitier, a great thespian. A lot of people, nowadays don't appreciate, or you know, I mean, it is.
Yeah, that style is a little over the top nowadays. You know, it's like
It is. He came along, you know, at a time that was definitely necessary for, you know, when black people in theater, nerds of that age, were not really given that push. And, you know, from Raising the Sun to other movies, I mean, he was able to break a lot of barriers down. So, I mean.
Yeah, he's a pioneer. He's important, definitely. You know, he's not like I'm one of those ones that think that style's a little over the top. Like, you know, pays me down just a little bit for me. You know, you sound like you're on stage. You talking to the back of the room. Like, man, tone that down. They got a microphone, man. But I know he was, you know, he shattered what they thought. Like, you know, you're not gonna win no Oscar as a lead. But he said, watch this. You know, so I do respect that. But first of all, he ain't had no mustache. I've never seen a man with a mustache on anything. What the fuck's your problem, bro? Like,
but that's what we needed, you know what I'm saying? Remember, I mean, they've been promoting the Heat in the Night clip from the movie, not the show, not that show that we were raised on with our grandparents, but the movie that came out when they were like teenagers, like grandparents were teenagers in their 20s, and they seen that was, you know, to see the clip that's floating around is him getting into some argument with some white guy in some shop. He's the lead detective, and the white guy in the gardening shop walks up and slaps him, and he slaps the white guy back. Like nowadays, we look at it like, it's funny, yeah.
Like
but back then,
he just gave him one.
I'm pretty.
Should have been a two-piece and a twisted T upside his head.
Back then, it was, you know, like they didn't show that. You know, maybe the closest that came was like Othello, and I'm pretty sure that guy was painted black when they first let that go on major screen. But yeah, rest in peace to Sidney Poitier. He broke a lot of walls down for a lot of people who enjoy theater. You know, who
His
may
next
not
movie
be white.
was Let's Do It Again, Uptown Saturday Night. I fuck with him on those two. That's about it. Like,
Yeah.
even on Who Coming to Dinner, it was kind of a sucker on there too. I mean, I don't really give a fuck about like
that was
ain't
pretty.
blazing no trail into the white woman's living room, to her dining room for me. Like, oh man, wait to score one for us. I don't give a fuck, bro. I could have done without the movie altogether. But love who you want.
You can't compare those two that movie to Let's Do It Again in Uptown Saturday.
No, you're right. Yeah,
I'd compare it to it was this book I read
I mean,
about.
no, he did a lot of different type of movies. You know,
He did a lot.
The only two I really liked
Yeah.
was the ones with Bill Cosby on the team.
He did this one when I read a book when I was a kid about some black, you know, he's a sharecropper, went out west. He was like pretty hateful towards white people, and he wound up.
Said he did that?
Yes, and he wound up running into these white nuns from like Germany or something, and they.
And his weakness was a white one. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing.
Jesus
That
Christ,
was-
bro!
that was-
No,
that sounds
he
very
just helped
Sydney to
them.
me.
No, he helped them build a church. They wanted
I
to
just-
build a church. He built a church for them.
For free.
He wound up.
That's kind of that's the impression I get.
Never.
That's why you grow a mustache.
Lilies in the Field. That's what it's called.
Lilies in the field.
Lilies in the Field. It's just Faith in God. It's a Faith in God movie, and people from different walks of life came about.
Rest in peace,
Good
Big
acting.
Sid.
Yeah, rest in heaven. Another one, Betty White. Rest in heaven, Betty White. A lot of black women and black people who grew up, you know, with their parents watching these shows on Saturday evening, like Golden Girls. They, we have a connection.
Disclaimer like he don't watch the Golden Girls. Like,
I watched the Golden Girls.
It's a funny show.
You never watched the Golden Girls?
Yeah, okay. I thought you was trying to like.
No,
my mama had it on while I was in the
no.
room or something. Like, nah.
Make no mistake.
That shit was funny.
I've never watched it religiously. I can't tell you specific episodes besides the ones involving the black son or maybe the white
number
daughter or
one
whatever.
Was a Golden Girl fanatic, and every episode been played in my house. She sing that fucking theme song while she washing dishes, so I know about some Golden
I've
Girls.
just never had a
We had a discussion one time with you, Bone Blanche. Like, that's how much we watch Golden Girl.
Everybody's had that conversation.
Yeah,
A lot
I
of
thought it
people.
was disgusting. I was on the no. I was on the no side. Absolutely not.
You think I wouldn't bang Blanche?
I'm not. I'm not going to bang. Let's get it clear. He would. I would not bang Blanche. She had that southern thing, so he was like, okay, this kind of like fucking the slave master's
Yeah.
wife, right here.
That's where it went.
The southern belle. Yeah, that's gotta be. I'm trying to help you out. Like, what the fuck was the fantasy? Because Blanche was whack.
He ready to go.
Ready to go. God damn. So that's like pretty low standard. She ready to go.
Blanche is ready to go.
3 holes and elbows, and I'm in there.
Betty White was obviously the funniest girl. Consistently, they were all funny at their points, but Betty White was probably the funniest. And not to mention, she did attempt to, allow black entertainers onto, her show when she did have her own show back when that was, frowned upon in America. So, she's always had a connection to modern culture, no matter how much modern culture has changed. Betty White has always been there, like for years. So props to her for staying relevant that long and actually caring about other people. She'll be missed. Also, somebody who's bad, Meatloaf. A lot of people, I don't know, unless you're in the rock, he did have some fame in the early 70s, hit and miss until he got into the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I'm not a fan of it. There are a lot of fans who are.
I don't have no clue who this guy is. I've heard the name Meatloaf. I heard the name Meatloaf before, but it's like that's the name I would have used if I was gonna tell you. I don't know who the fuck this guy is. You might as well say Meatloaf. So I don't know who this guy, but I'm sure he was a star.
At one point in time, he came out with a song called "I Would Do Anything for Love," and that song was the shit. And I'm surprised you missed it. It was like 94, 93, and 94, sometime around there. And that song hit. And that was our generation's introduction to it. People who are aware of Meatloaf. That's where it came about. And that was his resurgence. He was a hit or miss type of rock star in the 70s, and that brought him a lot of notoriety due to MTV and VH1 pushing that video. You go watch that video of Meatloaf. He's like a werewolf or like Beauty and the Beast video, and he's singing this song. And the video, back then the videos in the 90s were how you got hit to an artist, in the music sense. So it was epic. It was an epic video, and his name was Meatloaf.
I really thought Meatloaf was a band.
Nah, it's just him. He's like a musical genius, man. Like, and he also, I'm a Fight Club fan. I'm a huge Fight Club fan. He was in Fight Club. He was Bob with Bitch Tits. To those who don't know, if you don't know, he was a great actor too. He's a hater. Every grown man should watch Fight Club. If you hate Tyler Durden at this age, you should. I try to tell him that, but I think it's cool. Rest in peace to Meatloaf as well. Moving on. Sports. Oh man, what's happening in football? Who's the playoffs are? They've already started.
Sports ball.
The sports ball. I don't know.
The worst news is the Bungles bungled their way through the first round somehow. They did it.
Props to the Cincinnati Bengals fans.
Props to the Bungles.
No, they gotta let their fans have fun.
I ain't never seen as many brand new, still got creases in them shirts in my life as these Bengals fans.
Waiting.
They are some very fair weather fans. I'm telling
you. Like, let me buy this just in case.
Good time Charlies, yeah. Them motherfuckers, they like jersey burners, like twice a year. Twice a year. Then oh shit, we're going to the bowl. We got Joe Burrow.
Is that the quarterback?
I hate to root against Joe Burrow because I like Joe. They won a game.
They won a playoff game, which is the most they've done since
91.
Was it 91?
91.
But 89 was the one they went to the dance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or no, yeah, they went to it and then they became a footnote in Joe Montana's
stopped
career.
out. Yeah. and he beat the Bengals. But nah, I'm happy for the fans, man. Hey,
I'm not.
People gravitate to these sports teams, man. Let them win every now and then. Let them have their fun,
Bengals
man.
fans love to tell me, well, we root for y'all when y'all like, I don't. That's not what Browns fans do. I'm a Browns fan.
No, we can root for the fans, but not the team. How about that?
No.
Let the fans have it, man.
No.
Nah.
Because they're not.
Can we root for the team and then not the fans?
The Cincinnati Bengals, I would say 10 years ago, had more blackouts on TV than they had sellouts. Because their fan base ain't shit. That's all I'm saying. I got to watch the Browns all the time because the Bengals ain't going to the game. They are not going. And I wouldn't go to that nonsense here. Bengals are going to lose. That is the point of this whole football segment. I don't like the Bengals. They're going to lose. Sucks to be Joe Burrow. Damn, sucks to be Joe. I like Joe. In college football, Deion Sanders is turning it upside down. And I'm glad, finally. Like, he's doing what I talk about, when we just sitting around saying, if I could snap my fingers, if in a perfect world, top black athletes go to historically black colleges. He's at Jackson State, and he flipped the number one recruit in the country, Travis Hunter, to from his alma mater, Florida State, to Jackson State, and he's got, I think, four stars and a couple, one more 5-star, or maybe 4 stars. But he's turning the tide, and he's making it cool almost. Like they can see, like even if you don't go play for Jackson State, you can look elsewhere besides the status quo.
Right.
You know, people who wouldn't even let you in until they let you start running for them. Like, okay, I guess we can't let these guys in the school. On the flip side of that, we got Master P's son, who he was at Tennessee State playing ball, and you know he made a big to do about this. You know, about how he was choosing the black college for the same reasons I said. You know, choose your own. And I was like right on. You know, I was proud of that, and like of course he did. That's Master P's son. Master P got some sense about him. And it sounded like P wasn't down with it the whole time, because I'm reading the shit now. His son done flipped and went to Xavier, and he got an injury last year. He said the facilities and the training team wasn't up to par at Tennessee State. And you know, like for a guy like me who's struggling to put his kid through school, I could see that being a thing, but I would give them more leeway, first of all. But ain't you Master fucking P? Why is he using Tennessee State's people to rehab and shit? Not that you should have to spend your money, but why would you?
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you though? Like
He
your
done
son,
flew him to Bolivia.
The little motherfucker name is Hersey Miller. Right after Percy, you know,
Like Percy and
Hersey
Hersey.
and Hersey, yeah.
Percy
yeah.
and Hersey.
So can you get Hersey together and not put the dirty laundry out, or like not even shit on them when you leave? Just say we decided to go another avenue.
Terrible.
Don't try to tear down their resources when you leave. And he said it was out of like you can't improve shit if you don't tell the truth when you leave. I don't.
Otherwise, fix shit.
Yeah.
And
how about you
don't
make a
leave.
huge donation, P? $200 million PC. Here I go.
That wasn't scheduled. We didn't
Exactly.
plan to fucking do this, and as wonder why Master P didn't
I kinda wonder
choose
why.
to spend
Yeah.
and promote and donate towards a black college as
Yeah.
opposed to shit on it. We didn't plan that. It just happened.
I know.
Entertainment news. There's always some new ripple, like the butterfly effect. I call it the Kanye effect, which causes us to always discuss this man. Currently, Kanye is separated from his wife, who's currently getting her back blown out by some weird gray guy named Pete Davidson.
Yeah, that little dude, that weird dude. I thought he was one of the jackass guys.
He does until you realize the jackass guys are like 20 years older than us.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, and this guy's possibly 20 years younger, but no, like,
Jackass 6.0 or some shit.
motherfucker's old.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, and Kanye has been separated from her and has currently bought a house across the street. Now, before we move anywhere beyond that, how weird is it to purchase a house across the street from your ex?
As a person who has experienced a sucker attack or two in my time, I know it will make you do crazy things. So when you got $1 billion at your disposal, your crazy shit it just looks super crazy, because like it's different from I put a flaming bag of shit on your door. Like no, I bought the house across the street from. I set my alarm to when you wake up so I could be looking at you in the driveway when you come out to take the kids to school. I'm right here. That's Kanye. I mean, are we surprised motherfuckers say dragon energy or dragon blood or some shit? Never even explained it. Just said fuck it. That's one of my
He can
models.
explain a lot of shit. He's gonna have to explain a lot of
You
shit.
bought a house across the street?
Across the street.
It's a boss move.
Is it?
That's
He
boss-
lives in it.
that's boss
Well,
stuff.
does he live in it? It could be something like
No, 'cause
late
he's
night.
on,
I'm gonna come get your
You know,
daughter.
like one shit talking about his backpack is his house. He's way out there. Yeah, I watched that whole interview.
Okay.
This is my house.
But that's something we should address, because with him buying the house, he could fill it up with fucking a big playland for his daughter, and maybe he takes one room in the whole house as a playland
That was the whole
for his
point. To be
kids.
close to the kids, you said, right?
No, we haven't got to that. We were just
No.
discussing the fact that he bought a house next door.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He could have went around the corner. Like, why you gotta be right across the street? So at that point in time, right across the street, you're actively coming into contact, possibly coming into contact anytime you go over there. You know, with
Contact
possibly
with
the
what?
gray guy who's banging his kid's mom. Do you want to deal with that? As a man, would you want to deal with that? I wouldn't want to deal with that. I wouldn't want that to be a factor in my relationship with my kids. Fuck that. I got a house right around the fucking corner, set up like Chuck E. fucking Cheese, and you can come over there. And I ain't got to look at who's coming out your mom's house or anything. That's like,
But he's stalking her though. So I'm I'm saying.
That's where we're at.
That's his command center. Like,
that's what it seems like. He can watch that. He ain't got to
his
stay there.
He got his Ring doorbell on at all times, looking at that shit. Like, what the fuck is going on over here? Ring doorbell with 10 times zoom on that.
Would Pete Davidson show up on a black and white security film? He's great. He'd probably show up like the Predator or something.
Just his eyebrows and
great
shit.
silhouette, like eyebrows,
Fucking
eyes, and like,
the Predator.
Oh man, like Solid Snake in fucking Metal Gear.
Pete Davidson, that is a pretty plain name right there. Damn.
And that's his
White
banging his
bread.
wife. That's
White bread.
why he's
Really
mad. He's mad. That guy. That's the
You
guy.
mad at him?
He said it in the rap.
Oh, I heard in the rap.
He's gonna beat him up.
Yeah.
Hey, my
That's
money's
why he
on
bought
Pete.
That's why he bought that house.
My money's on Pete.
Did
I bet.
he just beat somebody up?
Who?
Kanye. He beat somebody
Who
up.
did he beat?
Who did he beat? He got a charge or something.
Who? Against
or they
who?
investigated.
I bet he know the person.
It's like a battery or something.
Who's he? It's probably some guy he knows. He ain't run up on some random person. A random person.
Say it was a random fan.
pop. I bet random
A
paparazzi
random
beat his ass.
fan caught them Chicago heads. $1 billion knuckles. Hey, I would have fell down so hard. Oh, goddamn Kanye. You put the death blow on me.
Goddamn
It's gonna cost
Kanye.
you $150,000.
Goddamn
Oh, Kanye, you a monster.
Yeah, with him being across the street, I mean, and as fathers, we understand the plight others go through to be actively
Kanye like
involved.
5'6" too?
He's about 5'8", maybe 5'9". He's not a big guy, but my money's on
been
Pete.
down like
Back
on
to
that
that. My money's on Pete. I bet Pete's from Staten Island. You know who else from Staten Island?
Trash.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah, I know about trash.
Wu-Tang.
You seen Dave Chappelle's show? He said, "Fuck everybody from Staten Island except for the Wu-Tang Clan."
Hey, it's rough over there, bro. It's rough in Staten Island. I bet if Kanye run up on him, Pete Davidson give him here.
He from Chicago.
Is he?
We just compare, you know.
I heard he ain't from Chicago.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
but
never
that doesn't
researched.
matter. It don't matter where you from. But I would never put money on Kanye ever winning a fight. And his jaw's already been broke from that car. So whether he had a fucking soft jaw or soft chin before, he definitely has one now.
It's titanium.
Not that other side. It's never gonna be.
Platinum over here.
Yo, whatever.
Platinum.
Kanye loses. My money's on Pete if they fight.
You just beat somebody down, man.
Hey, bro. I kind of want to see that fight go down. It's gonna look like Sticky Fingers fighting that white skateboard. You remember that shit? When Sticky Fingers fought that guy on MTV?
Yeah.
That's what it's gonna look like. If you are a father in that predicament or anything remotely close to it, let cooler heads prevail. Fight the big fight. Fight the good fight. It's the long game. It's a marathon. All the cliches. Do not go out like Kanye. If that's a life lesson you can learn
I
from
know where
this
he's
particular
coming from, though.
predicament.
He
We
feel
all
like-
do.
he
We
feel
all
like-
want to regress to
feel
that.
like-
He can't regress to
Yeah,
that.
you moved
He can't
in too
regress to
fast,
that.
bro. I was still working my hand. I was gonna be back. I'm gonna be back. You just in the way right now. Like, I wish you could stop. That's where you're coming from, but
Oh well, he married a Kardashian. What did you expect?
He did.
What did you expect? Like, she's a Kardashian. We only know these people because one, either OJ, or two, she got banged by Ray J. Those are the only two reasons we know this family. And they have society has gravitated to them as national pillars and like representatives. Like, and Kanye did too. Like, this one, the chick you married, maybe have a kid with her if you're that daring. Hey, you want to see what your kid will look like? Them Kardashians without all that makeup and all that shit. I mean, with the makeup and the Botox and the injections and the surgery, I'd bang them. 3 out of 4. You know, like I'd bang them. But
even the giant.
yeah, I'd give her the business too. But she's the 4. That's like, you know, it's a pitch. It's a dice game. Like, let me see. Maybe today I go with the giant one. Yeah, she'd get it.
Hold that ass down first and see what I'm working with. Like, I need like take him to the car wash with that high pressure hose and see. I don't know.
They're gonna look like wet dollar store
He'll
candy.
come out.
Some people are praising him for going to the birthday party. He wasn't invited to the birthday party, and he went to the birthday party.
Unacceptable. So you have your own birthday party.
No matter
Have
how
$1
much you
billion.
want to celebrate, we don't have the money the time or the resources to find where the birthday location has not been provided, nor do we have all those resources to get out of jail when
I'm
they
about to
happen.
say,
We
I'm
show
not-
the fuck
yeah.
up. That's
You don't go to the
rich,
party.
privileged nigga
What you
shit.
do is you have a bigger, better party.
Exactly.
Because you're Kanye and she's fucking Kim Kardashian. You get to the party, you have like entourage, like some goons.
Man, all I seen was the picture of him, like with the kid in hand. She has the bat for the piñata, and he's swinging the kid while she's swinging the bat. No, she's up. He's swinging the kid while she has the bat at the piñata.
Oh, so it was cool for him to come in.
Not according to the little white kids behind him who were disturbed and wondering why he's here. Like the little white kids behind him was like,
I gotta see these pictures.
yeah, it's hilarious. It'll
Like,
be up.
don't little white kids give me no mean mug in the house I'm about.
This has been our a review of the just the tip in the iceberg, the pinky toe into 2022. And y'all stay safe, stay smart, stay healthy, and catch y'all next time.